All right, you're the only thing in the way of igniting your power, your purpose, and your why. Just being real. Every character that you read about is a human with their little challenges, but they operating in their superpower. This them right here. All of these people got their challenges. You got evil and darkness all at the same time. We all do. I got the same challenges y'all have. I'm just not allowing the devil in me to have more juice than the God in me. We all got the same issues. We all got the same stuff. Now, not the same, like, I don't have a taste for drugs. I don't have a taste for drugs. But I have a taste. That's why the Bible says, that everybody is lured by their own temptation. The enemy has a file on me with all my temptation. He's like, oh, eat like this, eat like this, eat like this. Now, there was a time in my life where only he had a file on me. Now I got one. Y'all missed that. I was trying to free somebody up. You're still tripping on your fire. Somebody called me the other day, life ain't fair. I said, what happened? They fired me. I said, why they fired you? The devil. I said, the devil fired you? Wow, you must be super spiritual. The devil fired you? Like, whoa, you on another level, bro. How he look? He was like, no, not the devil, my boss, but it was because of the devil. I said, oh, I doubt that very seriously. So I was like, what happened? He was like, they fired me. I said, your work ethic? No, bro, I came in early. Stay late. I said, what happened? My probation officer came up to the job. I said, okay, what's the problem with that? Well, they didn't know I was a felon. I said, well, the devil didn't fire you, you fired you. I was a great worker, but you're a liar. You're a liar. You messed yourself up. How long you think that lie was gonna last? I'm talking to you. How long that lie you live in? How long you think that lie gonna live? And the only reason you telling a lie is not because you don't know the truth, but you're worried about what other people are gonna think about your truth. They human too. So you just lost a job. You probably could have got that same job if you just been real about the fact that you lied. I said, why are you so hurt that you a felon? Now, you don't think there's no other felons? Like, you think you by yourself? Your boss might actually have been a felon. Oh, y'all missed what I just said. Your boss might understand because they've been through the same. But you sit here and lie, not because you're a felon. You sit here and lie because of what you thought somebody was going to think about the fact that you're a felon. Oh, I got to say that slow. I got to make sure you catch it. It's not the lie y'all worried about that you're living. It's how the people that are close to you are thinking about who you are. And so you don't want to say it because you think they're going to treat you a certain way. And guess what? In a lot of cases, you're right. But can't you get rid of the four? Can we get rid of the 3,000, just all of us? Can we get rid of the 3,000? Can we stop hanging with people that really don't love us for us anyway? Can we just get rid of the masses and just go down to 3 friends who really do love you and care about you and want to see you win and want to ride or die with you? Can you just get 3 that just want to support you for the rest of your life and get rid of the 3,000 that ain't really about nothing but coming in your life and sucking up all your resources and sucking up all your time and still mad about attitude and you still can't do nothing right? They still talking about you like a dog. They still don't understand you and you sitting here tap dancing for them because you want to get their approval. For what? I was like, Eric, we just did a conference in Atlanta. It was 4,000 people. Eric, I said, yeah, we charged $100-some. I don't know what they did with the information we gave them. What you worried about? Well, I'm worried about the fact that the whole building won't be full. What? Is that the goal? To get every seat? Or is the goal to the people that come to put something in them that will change their life forever? What's the goal? What's our goal? What we trying to accomplish? What we trying to do? So I don't care if 40 of y'all came in. You about to get to business today. You're about to change your life today. I'm about to pour everything. Does that make sense? All right. So stop allowing the dark side of you to hold on to that value, codes, behaviors that aren't serving you. Some stuff right now. I just want to do a house cleaning. You already gifted. You talented. I can't put no more anointing, gifted, and talented in you. God gave you that from birth. but some kind of way you picked up. Did you hear the scripture that he said? He didn't just say, for I have not given you the power, I'm not giving you the spirit of fear, but a power of love. Watch this. Have y'all ever noticed God always asks, who told you you were naked? You ever notice that? You ever notice, not that he don't know, but he wants you to know. You ever notice before he go off, right, and tell you the truth, you ever notice he goes, who told you? Who told you you should be here? Who told you? Oh, y'all not listening to me. That's why I rock with Maul. Because Maul had faith when everybody was like, bro, you crazy. Y'all thinking I'm just with Maul. The muscles help. You know what I'm saying? That help. He's right there with me like, bruh. Like I feel protected. But it's not just the muscles. It's his faith muscles. Oh, y'all missed what I just said. I'm trying to tell you that when Maul said, I'm going to have a son, because God told me I was going to have a son, it does not matter what another human says. Humans don't create like that anyway. God is the creator. We're just suppliers. We the substitute. That is the source. If the source tell you something, you ain't got to worry about what a substitute teacher tell you. I used to clown when the substitute teacher came. Dream. And because I was homeless, and because I was a high school dropout, and because people came and saved me, they took me from that abandoned building. They dropped me off at night school and helped me to get my GED. They walked me through the 4-year degree. They walked me through the master's degree. They walked me through the PhD. They only told me pay it forward. And so I'm trying to spend the rest of my life paying it forward. What do you want? And when you know what you want, you will do anything it takes to get it. You will study as long as it takes. You will figure out your dot. You won't go to sleep till you figure out what your dot is. You won't go to sleep till you figure out who you're going to impact. You won't go to sleep until you've read every piece of information in this course so you know it like the back of your hand. You won't go to sleep until you have the knowledge that it takes to do what you're able to do. So I'll ask you, what's the American dream for you? And the more clarity you have, the quicker you're going to get to the dot. See, you can't get to the dot because you ain't got to the dream. It's hard. It's tough. You don't have clarity. And so that's what I need us to work on. I need you to get that clarity. But it's easy to get the clarity when we had a dream. And I know what I want, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I've owned multiple homes, and I know what that feeling is like, when you close. But my, what a feeling it is to take kids from urban cities in the Midwest to California who've never been there before. Let me tell y'all the biggest thing. All right, it's two big things. One big thing was, somebody asked this one kid, what was the best part of this trip for you? They thought he was going to say Super Bowl, meeting CP3, all the stuff they thought. He said, the bed. They said, what do you mean by that? He said, I haven't slept in the bed in 2 years. My mom and I have been homeless, living from place to place. I sleep on the floor. He was like, just the bed for me. It was the bed for me. I was like, whoa. I gave somebody a bed in California. And look, I did it so big, I didn't take him to LA. I sent him to San Diego and put him in a hotel right off the harbor. And then we got him a limo and drove him back to LA back and forth. Are you hearing what I'm saying? But here's the bigger part. The bigger part for me were the kids that said, we can't believe we here. I said, what do you mean by that? So many people in our lives have made us promises and lied to us that we didn't even believe you were telling us the truth when you told us you was going to take us to the Super Bowl. I know my why. I know why I get up. That's the problem with a lot of you. You're a great person. You've got a phenomenal story. You're going to be able to change somebody's life. For some of you, I'm going to need to simplify it for you. All right? I'm going to need to simplify when they say that mindset. I want to simplify it. So I'm telling you as a high school dropout, I'm telling you as somebody who was homeless, who for 2.5 years either lived in a car, in an abandoned building, in somebody's basement under the bed, sneak and hide under the bed, in a restaurant. I just got to tell y'all, because a lot of y'all, you may not know who E.T. is. So you just heard the PhD pastor. No. Let me tell you, the 16-year-old who left home right? Because I found out the person that was raising me wasn't my biological father. I kind of knew it, but didn't know it. Like, I'm talking about left school, right? I'm talking about eating out of trash cans, not taking showers, not able to brush my teeth. I'm going to church. Come on, I want to take you back. I don't want you to look at this like this guy doesn't exist. We're not speaking from this guy. This guy's not helpful to me right now. We're going to go back to the 16-year-old who had absolutely nothing, and who's considered the #1 motivational speaker in the world, who's considered, come on, y'all, I'm in the industry with legends. I'm in the speaking industry with legends who are killing the game in business, who are killing the game in impact. I'm among the legends, y'all. What is this thing? I'm just telling y'all from my personal experience. I'm telling y'all I was homeless, right? Not because I'm proud of it. I wasn't brushing my teeth. I'm not proud of that. I wasn't taking a shower. When I would go to different events, I smell. I was homeless. Like, not like radio homeless, TV homeless. Like, I was homeless. I'm not proud of that. But the question is, how did you go from that to this? How did you go from that to being invited to this? How did you go from that to being in this circle of influence? How did you go from that to doing commercials? How did you go from that, E.T., bringing kids to Super, taking kids to you? How did you do it, E? How did you do it? And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to be excited because 60% of what you need to take your business to the next level is you. Write that down. It's you. Oh man, I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen to me. I'm trying to tell y'all. So some of you trying to figure out, can I be honest? Actually, when you figure out who you are, and you start loving you and valuing you and believing you and walking in you and showing up you. That's the problem with most of you. Believe it or not, you're not showing up you. You making adjustments for other people because they told you not to get into business. You making adjustments. Listen to me. I'm not trying to be funny. A large portion of humans, I'm saying 70%, you not you. Your boss got you something else. So somebody, a friend has you, somebody else. Do you know that you would be much more successful if you could just always be you? The problem is you dummy down. The problem is you compromise. You're not often you. You're not off. And Dr. Seuss said nobody can be youer than you. But the problem is you're not you. You're being pressed by the culture. You're being pressed by the media. You're being pressed by people close to you. Can I tell you what? The day E.T. blew up is the day E.T. just stopped. Listen to me very close. I got a big event to go to soon. Somebody was like, what are you wearing? I said, I'm wearing me. I'm coming as E.T. I'm coming as E.T. I'm not about to go to Louis Vuitton or Gucci. There's nothing wrong with those stores, but I'm not about to go get dressed up. I'm coming as E.T. because that's who you invited, right? I'm not about to spend $1,000 on some clothes to be somebody that I'm not. I'm about to show up I'm about to show up me. And why am I going to show up me? Because I know me works. It's when I'm not me. My publisher hit me the other day. E, we got to go hard. I said, for what? He said, we got to hit the New York Times again. I said, for what? We hit it. We don't need to hit it again. I'm good. It's okay. I'm telling you, win it once to see what it feels like. And if you don't want to do it again, you will be amongst the champions. But this year, make this the year when you go, I'm going 120. I'm going to give up drugs. I'm going to give up whatever that is. I'm going to give up whatever distractions are going on. I'm going to give all that up. I'm going to give up being by myself. I'm going to give up being standoffish. I'm going to give up being withdrawn. I'm going to give up with not being a teammate. I'm going to give up being selfish. I'm going to give up everything. Because guess what? If you give it up and you win a championship, you can go back to being selfish. Selfish going to be there. Drugs going to be there. Whatever vices you own, they gonna be there. They're not going nowhere because I'm number one. There's still vices. I just don't have time for them. Why? Because I just want to stay here for a little longer. Does that make sense? What do you want and what are you willing to do for it? How many of y'all are willing to say, yep, coach, I'm gonna find a way to go 120 every game? Let me just see, whatever that means. Let me see your hand. Let me see a commitment. Whatever your best is. I don't know. Just 120 just means you're willing to give your best every game. Let me just see your hand. You're willing to give your best on both sides of the field. You just willing to give your best. How many of you are off the court? It's going to be a little tough, but this is the year that I'm going to try to give 120 off the court. Let me see your hand. Be honest. Yeah. All right. Does this make sense? It's where a lot of people go wrong. They might be sweet, when they play, but when they're off the court, they just dumb stuff that spills over into the, I ain't gotta say no name. We know people in football, basketball, whatever, that they do stuff off the court that spills over and bleeds on the court and messes them up. Does that make sense? We not, none of that. Y'all made it, y'all. You know how many people wish they could have this lifestyle, wish they could be in the game? And you got it, so you gotta take advantage of it, full advantage. All right, everybody wanna be a beast until it's time to do what real beast do. Everybody wanna be a beast. So this year, I wanna make your hustle louder than your mouth. Everybody wanna be a beast. Come on, talk back. And I want y'all to keep doing this when I'm gone. I want y'all to come together and keep having this conversation, because this is what's gonna make y'all number one. And then calling people out who not doing it, right? You talk about sacrifices, they have to be made. Sacrifices have to be made. Talk about being ruthless, you gotta be ruthless. Talk about consistent. I don't think I'm the best in the world. Here's what I realized. When I looked at Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, I realized Bob Proctor, they was all selling tapes, cassette tapes. They would do this thing where they have like a minute on TV, and then they go, buy this tape. And then you buy the tape, and it comes 3-4 weeks later. So I just started doing free videos every day. I figured if it take Tony Robbins' video 4 weeks to get to you, you might fall in love with me watching me for. You know what I'm saying? You in the middle of the divorce. You can't wait 4 weeks. You in the middle of divorce. You just flunked out of law school. You ain't got 4 weeks to wait on no cassette tape. So I just started doing free videos, and people just start fooling with me. Who is that loud guy? He too loud. Oh, I am. But when you're going through cancer, you like, I might need to get that energy. I just kept doing it. 2006, the first time I dropped one was 2022. I was doing it on Monday, and I started doing it every day, knocking 3 a day. I don't know if I'm the best. I'm just the most consistent. You can't cut your computer on. You can't cut your computer on without seeing my loud mouth. You can't do it. You can't turn on a commercial without hearing me on the ground. My grandma said, baby, I said, yes, grandma. Is that you on the Wingstop commercial? I said, yes, grandma, that's me. You get discounts? Yes, grandma, I get discounts. Can you give me some of that chicken? I was like, absolutely, I can get you some of that chicken. Consistency. Sometimes you beat people not because you're better, you just wear them out. You just wear them down. This gonna be the year where some team, you just gonna wear them out. I told you I'm a Pistons fan. I'm from Detroit. Barry Sanders would be like negative 10 yards starting the fourth quarter. Then he end the whole game with 150 yards. Bruh, you was at negative 10 in fourth quarter, the beginning. How you get 150? Barry said, these linemen, bro, they big. They gonna get tired. And I'm not. By the fourth quarter, their legs gonna wear out. And I'm gonna kill them. Y'all gonna have to wear some people out this year. You're just being real. You got to wear them down. You have to be strong. Who's committed to that? Who's committed to playing in the last second? First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Who's committed to go all the way to the fourth quarter to the bit? You're not even looking at the clock. You're just gonna wait for and then you're like, all right, let me chill. Who's committed to that? Who's committed to that? That's what it's gonna take, y'all. Everybody want to be a beast. Everybody with a lion thing. Everybody a lion. I can't believe that alone. I mean, it just needs to be like some giraffe tattoos. Gazelle tattoos. Everybody got a lion tattoo on. It's not fair. All right. Do you want the results that come with talking or the results that come with execution? And I realize that in this country, people treat you different when you execute. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying it's right. You start winning championships, people treat you differently. I don't know where I was. I was, I don't want to get it wrong. Oh, it was the Bears. So I was doing something for the Bears last week, and I got off the elevator. They saw me in the lobby, and they was like, E.T., we bought the team. I just happened to be in the same hotel. We about to be, can you come through and talk to the team? I was like, absolutely, right? So they was like, look, in an hour, we're going to be on floor 3. I was like, I got you, right? So I came in floor 3, I came out, and the security was like, sir, who are you? They was on. Somebody was like, E.T. I was like, E.T. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, you good. So I'm at the game. Man, I apologize. I ain't know who you was. I was like, bro, I ain't nobody. But once he found out who I was, he treated me different. Not because I'm Eric Thomas, because I execute. People treat you differently when you execute. People have a different level of respect for you when you come out and they know you got the check marks on execution. Y'all got to get to a place where you make people, okay, so old school. But Mike Tyson beat people before he beat people. I'm telling y'all got to get to the place, bro, where you execute, where you get it done. And when you come out, they just scared because you out. When Mike Tyson came out, he didn't have to fight 80% of his fight. He just came out, and because people knew he could execute, boom, 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 boom. They was like, oh, okay, he might execute on me tonight. I saw a couple fights. I'm not lying. Go back and watch Tyson. I saw a couple fights. He hit my man one, and my man was like, as soon as he hit me, I'm down. And I'm not getting back up. I'm not going to take no more punishment. Like, I'm not doing it. Go back and watch some fight. I'm telling you, big dude just he hit him one. He wasn't even like, he was just like, jab, and they out. 1, 2, stop counting, bro. I'm going to be down here for the whole time. I'm telling y'all, if you get not this, when you get results, when you execute, man, it's a difference. Muhammad Ali been gone. Czar's still doing clothes with his name. Why? Because he executed. I executed. I just want to show y'all, for real. Execution. I'm not just talking to hear myself talk. I'm telling y'all you can do it. You can get 58. I'm telling you, it's not too big. I think somebody won 72-10 and won the championship. 58 is doable, y'all, and y'all can do it. They brought this group together because they believed in you. This coaching staff believed that this was the right group of men at the right time, at the right chemistry, with the right skill set that could get 58. And then some kind of way, forgive me for those of you who don't have a religious affiliation, somehow God brought me in the room, and God don't bring me in the room to play. I don't normally show up to just be playing. Normally when I show up, it means something about some stuff usually happens. I'm here for a reason. I left my wife. I don't ever leave my wife, but she couldn't do the 4-hour boy with the MS. She's good, but she couldn't do the 4-hour boy. I came by myself. I haven't traveled by myself in years. But because of this relationship, I'm like, I gotta be there. I'm not playing. Like when I touch something, I touch it. Because all I know I gotta do is execute. When you execute, they treat you differently. They pay you differently. When you execute, you walk into a restaurant and they just go ahead, somebody, Mr. Thomas, somebody paid. I did that. Tell them I said thank you. Execute, y'all. You got a chance. We're starting from scratch. You got a chance. So I'm just showing you. I ain't no baller. I wish I was taller. But I ain't no baller. I don't play basketball. But in what I do what I do to the highest level. You see ones. Ain't no 10s, ain't no 6. Ones. And that's what you need to do. What God has blessed you with, the talent, he's given it to you to play ball. He gave it to you. You just was blessed with it. Now you got to put in that work.